So, today is Memorial Day, and before I talk about, the actual stuff about Memorial Day, which I will, I want to talk about something different, and it's about what we've done with Memorial Day. Memorial Day was created to be a day where we remember the sacrifice of people who have fought in wars. People who have died in wars. Died or been injured. The veterans of all the wars we fought. And I work at a grocery store. And it hit me when I worked Saturday. We turned Memorial Day into National Barbecue Day. That's what we did. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about how we're thankful for the veterans, but we're also gonna use it as an excuse to make hamburgers and hot dogs and drink lots of beer. That's what we turned Memorial Day into, and it disgusts me. It really does. It's not what Memorial Day was meant to be. It wasn't meant to be a day where you do things you enjoy doing. It was meant to be a day where you think about those who can't enjoy the things that you can enjoy doing. You know how much beer we've sold at my grocery store this weekend? A lot. Because everyone's gonna have a barbecue, and there's gonna be beer and hot dogs and hamburgers and chips and potato salad and fried chicken and all this stuff. Oh, and ribs, don't forget the ribs. And it disgusts me. If you want to have a barbecue, then have a barbecue, but you don't need to use Memorial Day as the occasion to have that barbecue. You can have a barbecue whenever you damn well please. Why do you need to do it on a day where you're supposed to be remembering those who are dead, so that you have the ability to go to the grocery store and buy beer? We're remembering those who saved us from the fascism of Hitler, so that you can live in a place where you can go to a grocery store and buy hamburger, and buy beer, and buy hot dogs, and whatever the hell else you want. It just doesn't seem right. Like every other holiday in this country, we turn it into a commercial occasion. And maybe that has its benefit, Oh, it helps the economy for a day or two. Yeah, that's great, but if we're relying on holidays to hold our economy up, then we got a bigger problem. And it's not a problem that can be solved by having more holidays. Because then you can just declare every day a holiday. We did it with Christmas, we did it with Valentine's Day, we did it with Halloween, we did it with everything. St. Patrick's Day. You know how many people I saw getting really, really, really drunk on St. Patrick's Day? Some people, that's not what it was meant. St. Patrick's Day, if you don't know, is named after Saint Patrick. It's a day remembering a saint. I'm not even into the saints. I'm not even into those saints people. But then we turned that into a holiday where everyone gets drunk. That figures. And Christmas, which is supposedly, if you are a Christian, it's supposed to represent the birthday of Jesus Christ. It can also represent the winter solstice, which is what it originally was. the pagan winter solstice, which they celebrated the time when, the plants would die and all that stuff. And the winter solstice corresponded with Christmas. So, and it was a big feast and all that, So, most religions recognize some point at the end of the year, whether they call it Christmas or whether they call it whatever, Kwanzaa or whatever, Most religions follow the same schedule of the year. But, we turned that into a time when we just buy presents for each other, And I like Christmas. I really do. I'm not a religious person, but I like Christmas because I like decorating, and I like the idea that you give gifts to one another, and that we appreciate each other's company, and we appreciate our families and our friends and all that good stuff. But we've over-commercialized it. And now we turn Memorial Day into a time when we just cook out. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying that shouldn't be the focus of the day, Think, oh, it's Memorial Day weekend, time to barbecue. I don't know, it just doesn't seem right to me. There's some, maybe upon further examination it can justify itself, but it just doesn't feel right. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Memorial Day. And, just honestly, if you're a veteran, or if you know someone who is a veteran, or if you have a veteran in your family, any of that stuff, you don't get thanked enough, and you don't deserve the benefits you don't get the benefits you deserve. I don't want to make this into a political thing or anything, but we give you less than you do deserve. And even if you disagree with Iraq and Afghanistan and Vietnam, Memorial Day is also a day for you can remember those who fought and died in World War I and World War II, wars that pretty much everybody agrees were necessary to fight. So, yeah. Let's just try to hold on to what Memorial Day actually is. You can have your barbecue, and you can have your beer, and you can have all that, but don't let that don't lose the actual meaning in all that stuff. Don't let all that additional stuff dilute the actual meaning of Memorial Day. Alright, so I'm the Progressive Conservative. Like, subscribe. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. Have a good day.